Hi everyone, I want to specially welcome you all to today's live trading session. All right, so quickly, I'm going to share the links to all of my platforms. I'd like you to also share the links. Okay, so everyone who is supposed to be connected can be able to have access. My apologies for coming at this very odd time for this class. The reason is because I have a bit of tight schedule, so I just thought to just do it. So in case anyone who wants to participate is not available, the links are actually going to be out there for anyone to watch this video. You agree with me that so far our live trading session has been very, this particular live trading session has been very helpful because so much value is being disseminated here. So for anyone who would require scaling in trading, the person would need to join these live trading sessions. So sharing it out now. Then last week I told you that I was going to speak on trade management, and the reason is because a couple of times we've seen some trades that I've posted on the group not hit the TP3, which is the final take profit, and has probably affected some people who are novice, okay, who are not much or experienced traders in this industry. So I want to do much more of trade management explanation so that I can help you understand what to do, especially when you are in a trade I posted on the group and it's probably not moving in the direction as expected. Maybe it's done a few pips up and is about to begin to go in an opposite direction. There are some specific things you're supposed to do. Either you exit or you take partial profit. I'm going to teach you what to do so that because exiting and taking partial profit is not just the solution. There are other criteria to consider because if you keep exiting your trades or closing partials on your trades, you really will not make any money again in the industry. So quickly, I'm going to share my screen. Don't forget to share the links. Share it out right now. Hit the share button to someone who you know will need this video. Okay, let's go to the screen. All right, so my screen is being shared now. I'm going to add it to you so you can see it. I hope you can see my screen now. Okay, so first of all, as we always do, we start with the dollar index before we move to other pairs. So this is what the dollar index is doing currently. Okay, so if you look at it closely, you see that massive bearish move happened just in the period in the last week, and price is currently resting on this wonderful demand zone. Okay, so and I think the buyers are gaining momentum already. So most likely in this week we'll be looking for buy entries, as you can see right now. Looks like a particular buying move is about to happen. But I'm going to look out for the best time for such. And if that plays out as anticipated, then it means I will simply be looking for bearish moves on GU, of which if you look closely, you see that this looks like a failed high. Okay, and if this is truly a failed high, then it just simply means that what should be coming after it is bearish. Okay, so you look into our entry time frame, and you can see that we can be looking for bearish entries. But there are two things that are most likely applicable in the first entries here. Is either price comes up and does this, okay, or price comes down, retests, and does this. Okay, so this is where trading becomes difficult to predict. So how do you know if price is going to push to the upside first before it pushes to the downside? Or how do you know that price would push to the downside, retest, That's giving a break of structure on the downside before going up. And since the Trump's administration, the market has been a little bit more aggressive. So instead of price to retest in most likely times, price just runs. Okay, take for instance, this is it. It doesn't retest, it just runs. Okay, though this looks like a bit of a retest. Okay, this is a retest. Okay, let's see the one that did not retest. Okay, I think I've seen one now. This is it. Price didn't retest, it just ran. This is another one. Okay, no break of structures. The first break of structure price ran. So the market is a bit more aggressive. The opposite of being aggressive is conservative. So if the market was conservative, we consider a lot of things. Okay, so if you look closely, you see that I think this actually retested, but this one did not retest. So anytime there is a break of structure in price does not, for any reason, retest before moving to take profit. That's what I mean by aggressive moves. Then if price retests, then it is conservative. Take for instance, these two things I'm showing here. One is aggressive, one is conservative. So how do we know when to take the aggressive one or the conservative ones? Because we don't want price to leave us, whether aggressive or conservative now. This is a range. We're going to expect price to break out of the range, either on the upside or on the downside. If price breaks this range to the upside, then we're going to go what? Conservative. Okay, which of course conservativeness will entail we getting bearish confirmation also in that direction. Okay, before we move, you don't just move because it broke to the upside, because price can actually break to the upside and start making bullish moves depending on what the dollar index is doing. So we'll still have to look at the dollar index to decide that. So these are the two things I'm expecting you to do this weekend. My eyes on that. So I'm going to leave this drawing on so that I can remember. So straight up, we're going to discuss the rest of the other pairs, EU, AU, NU with the VIP community. So let's look at Japanese yen basket, the one that has spiked a lot in the past few days. Look at what it's been doing. Boom, boom. Very, very crazy. So let's look at what it's done. Can you see huge imbalances? So these are strange candles to read. But for me, price will definitely react when it gets here. Okay, and also when it gets here, because these two signifies something very special. This one is FVG, which is a fair value gap, and this one is a demand zone. Okay, so for me, when price gets there, I'm going to be very skeptical about what it's going to be doing. So now, is it bearish or bullish? For me, I'll look for bullish moves. For me personally, because trading bearish on this is more like counter trending because the trend is on the bullish side. So if I get bullish entries, I'll find bearish entries on GU. Okay, so what am I expecting with Japanese yen basket? I'll be expecting to do something like this. Okay, if it does that, then I will begin to look for bearish moves here. There's an entry I didn't post on the group because it wasn't looking like it was going to work. This is the entry this afternoon. Okay, it didn't look like it was going to work, but it eventually worked. And I did a few of trade management there and I caught a few pips. Now, this trade went very well, and this trade did up to 101 pips, but did not hit the final take profits. So I'm going to use it to explain the trade management technique. Now, this is very simple. Now, we must have been able to ascertain what the Japanese yen basket is doing before we chose to, sell these GBP because that's a very sensitive place, and this is why we sold it. The Japanese yen basket in the overall time has been spiking to the upside, as you can see. So even though there's a huge imbalance, which I thought price should test, it was just so obvious that the Japanese yen basket would spike to the upside on this side. For that reason, we begin to look at the chart GPT telling us time and precision. in the ChatGPT said that whenever we see a bearish candle on the downside of a particular price range here, being that I have, given it all the parameters needed, that I should look for the bearish entries. And it will tell me what time to exactly go. Now that helps the psychology to be more excellent. And that was how I was able to go into the trade. Okay, if it's by my own knowledge, I personally wouldn't want to, because look at, these are huge range of liquidities which I don't think anybody want to trade. These things you're saying, there are ranges of liquidity, nobody want to trade that, because price could get in all of these zones and begin to push to the upside, and that's what it did eventually. After it pushed, look at what it did. It gained momentum here and began to go. So anybody who's been on this trade and is expecting price to hit take profit three would have been taken out, because price would have hit his stop loss. I think this scenario played out with the Bitcoin, which is why I thought I should do this explanation today, so that you don't fall victims of such experience again. Let's look at Bitcoin. And this is it. So this is a Bitcoin entry that I posted. I think this was the one I posted. Okay, I didn't post this one. Rather, I don't know. I can't remember if I posted this. But that was a good and perfect entry. Let me see the last one I posted on Ethereum. I think the last one I posted on Ethereum hit stop loss. I need to update the group. It's part of what I'm talking about. Okay, no, this is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, this didn't go well. I had all my confirmations, but it failed. It's part of trading. Not all trade is going to work out, but just make sure the ones that don't work out are very few. Now look at the one that worked out. Look at what this trade did. Can you see this is a one good if you're holding, but this is not good if you're holding, because if you see the price went, so it took TP1, TP2, and came back to its stop loss. So you can see. So how do you manage such trades? Now, when price, I might post it in the in the entry decisions. When you see that price has hit TP1, TP2 in trade management, one of the things you look at for is my update or reversal signs. Okay, then take notes henceforth. Once price has hit TP1, TP2, and you see that I've updated, even if I don't update, if you're looking at your trade and you see that I've posted TP1, TP2, see that price on TP2, always break even. Always break even. First of all, your stop loss was here when you started this trade. Then price hit TP1 here, hit TP2 here. What do? You move your stop loss here. Perfect trade management. So if for any reason price comes down, okay, as it has done this double touched on the downside, you definitely have to close here. You don't need anyone to tell you that, because this is a sign that price is about to reverse. Okay, so you need to take profit here finally. Then if price now begins to run upward, don't begin to feel, oh, I shouldn't have closed. Don't do that. That's bad psychology. What you did, if you repeat it consecutively, you will still be profitable. But if you did an otherwise because you wanted to catch that all the pips, you find that you have the wrong psychology, because you feel like, oh, I shouldn't have closed. And then on a trade where you should have closed, then you will not be victimized. So if you repeat this consecutively in many trades, you're going to have winning trades. But if you repeat it otherwise on many trades, you're going to have losing streaks. Okay, and that's why it's very important. If you move your stop loss here, okay, and you take even partials, let's say you have several entries opened and you close a few of them, you will be on the profitability side, of which when the runner is maybe when you have like maybe three entries opened and you closed two and you leave the third one to run. Okay, that's what's called runner. So the runner can be left with break even. Okay, the runner can be left with break even, such that the other ones have been closed on TP2. So the runner might just be few lot size, which is not that much. So if the runner is left to run and it comes to take himself out and break even, he'll still be very much profitable, because you've closed bulk of your entries. So that's how to manage such trades. Like I said, the same thing played out with BTC. So if you look, you see that price TP1 hit TP2, went very close to TP3. What do? You move your stop loss. You move it here first. So a break even is always a place where price has probably formed either a new demand zone. This is a demand zone, okay, where price have given a new demand zone or a strong low. How do you know that is a strong low? Because there's always going to be, I taught this in the last class last week, there's always going to be a break of structure to the upside. So when price is on a strong low, supply zone, momentum to the down, giving the break of structure confirmed, not invalid break of structure, that's when you move the break even. Okay. Then you take partials if you have several entries. So I'm going to be advising and encouraging that it's good if you can open several entries. Take for instance, if you have a big account size and you're supposed to open, let's say 50, maybe 0.50 lot size, you can decide to do 0.105 times so that if price gets to this point, you can close half or close four and leave one as the runner. Okay, in that case, you will always be profitable. That's how to manage trades. I hope that sinks well. Okay, so I think I've explained what we're going to be doing with GJ. Have I? Okay, I only told you what I did with GJ yesterday. So I said if JPY gives us bearish confirmation, we'll look for. Let me see it again. Okay, I said I would prefer to buy, right? It's going bearish. So if it gives me clear bullish confirmation, I'll look for bearish signs here, of which I see a clear zone here. So once price gets to this zone, I'll look for my sells. I have a couple of entries I didn't post. I didn't post this one. It just went boom. Price was crazy. I didn't post. I posted this one. It hit stop loss. I didn't post this one. Price just went boom. Okay. I didn't post this one. I wasn't trusting it. So tomorrow I'm going to see what I can be able to post, and I'm expecting price to get here. So first zone, second zone price is already there, which it might give us an entry, which is the fair value gap. But the demand zone price is not yet there. Okay, so those are the two things I'm expecting on GJ. I've taken more time than expected, so I need to be a bit more faster so I can deliver the deliverables. So these are the two things I expect GJ to do this week. Okay, let's go to Ethereum. So don't forget, I'm also using the AI to know the exact time to go in. So AI is not always going to be correct. Sometimes it will be correct, sometimes it will be wrong. Like it was wrong on this Ethereum I posted on Sunday. Okay, so what's Ethereum doing? It's struggling, as you can see, struggling. So you can actually see bearish entries, you can actually see bullish entries. So bullish, what I have, bullish confirmations, bearish, if I have bearish confirmation. So here it looks bullish. If I have a clear bullish confirmation here, I'm going to go bullish. Just stay updated on that. Then GBP CHF is also ranging. I'm a little bit more careful when I see the market is ranging, because in ranging you can buy, you can sell, and you can be taken out. The market is manipulative. So here, if price gives us bearish sign, we'll go bearish. If it gives us bullish sign, we'll go bullish. Silver. Okay, this silver entry failed. We just ran the same thing. Silver is consolidating as well. So we'll find bearish confirmation, we'll go bearish. We'll find bullish confirmation, we'll go bullish. So all of those things don't have confirmation right now. So, but when I have one, I'll let you know what I'm gonna do. Tesla is bullish for anybody that wants to trade Tesla. I think I would love to take an entry on Tesla. Let me just open it. I want to open a runner. want to open a runner on Tesla. Well, market is closed. So when market opens, I'm going to open a runner on Tesla. So that'll be on stocks. And I've done crypto CFDs. Okay, let's do US 30. Oh, US 30 has been running upward. Let's see. Okay. Too much of imbalances. I will look for bearish entries on US 30. Then on the synthetics, let's look jump 25, I'll say 25 and we're done. Okay, so let's see. I haven't really looked at the synthetics for some days now. I really would need to create more hands on these classes because my hands are usually very full with a lot. When my team is created, I'll let you know. So volatility 25 is indecisive. Let's see jump. Okay, jump is looking like it's gonna give us bullish vibes. So if I get bullish entries on jump, I'll let you know what to do with that. So with this, it's going to be close to today's live trading session. So stay very active on the group because I'm making updates on what to do and when to go in. Until then, make sure you make money this week. Have a great day.